Hello, there was a little bonus question in PMQs today from none other than the ex-leader of the SNP, Ian Blackford.
Ian Blackford.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for that welcome. Ordinary people didn't need to hear an IMF forecast to understand that the UK economy is the worst performer amongst the leading nations in the world. They live with it every day. People know their energy bills are through the roof. They know that 750,000 households face defaulting on their mortgages while house prices fall. And they know that food prices are rising at a record rate of 16.7% as of today. The Prime Minister is 100 days in office, his party 13 years in power. In all that time, does the Prime Minister ever reflect that the only thing that the Tory party has been good at is pushing people into poverty?
Before we hear Sunak's response to Blackford's question, I just want to say that from what I can tell, it's extremely difficult to get a decent picture from statistics on poverty and inequality. Different measures show different things and different reports come to different conclusions. So instead of using figures of absolute poverty or relative poverty or pensioner poverty and any other measure you care to mention, let's just take a look at some other maybe more reliable statistics that we can use to build up a picture of what's happened over the last 13 years. Data from the Trussell Trust shows that the number of people using food banks has increased dramatically over the last 13 years. This is perhaps one of the most stark illustrations of what the Conservatives have done over the last 13 years. ONS data showing many public sector workers have seen significant real terms pay cuts over the last 13 years. Data from the Sunday Times Rich List showing the wealth of the very richest has increased dramatically over the last 13 years. So for Sunak and others to pretend that they deliver for the people of this country is just beyond satire.
Oh, Mr. Speaker, it is wonderful to hear from the right honourable gentleman, and lovely to see him in his place. What I would say is that we're continuing to deliver for people across the UK, including and in Scotland. He mentioned poverty. Poverty today lower than when the Conservatives first came into office. Inequality lower than when the Conservatives first came into office. And the number of people in low pay, the lowest on record.